guys. Memorial Day weekend. So I felt today was not going to be a good day to trade. The other thing I did, I have never done a fast in my life, and I've been wanting to for many months. And I woke up this morning and said, wow, there's no trading. There's not going to be good trading today because it's holiday. And then the whole holiday weekend, I'll just do my 3-day fast now because it won't affect my trading. My mind won't be all weird and my stomach all hungry. Okay, starting a 3-day fast when everyone's barbecuing everywhere is probably not a good idea, but I did not trade in Thinkorswim today because I'm fasting and I don't want to make weird decisions. And I did go into Ninja Trader and I was in the sim, so I thought I'll just trade in the sim. Well, I went over to Topstep to pull that up, and I'm going to show you guys, just give you an update. If any of you have started a combine or thinking about it, if you're older like me and don't quite get it all the time, I thought you might want to see how I've done, which isn't that great. But today there was a killer trade that I took, and I'm in Bob Anderson's lives in the morning. He's on YouTube. And before he went live, I saw a setup and I actually took it, and I was so proud that I took it on my own. But I did it in the sim account on Ninja Trader, and I should have been on my combine, but I was worried the volume wasn't real great on this gold trade. And I didn't think volume would be good all day today, so I didn't want to screw up the combine. So I took the trade in the sim in Ninja Trader and did $1,200. So then I got all cocky and said, well, let's go trade in the combine. I proceeded to lose money in the combine. So I'm going to show you, I want to show you just the trade that did really well, because I know some of you are starting to follow Robert Anderson as well. You email me and tell me. So you can see where I got in and where I got out and what I did right. And then I'm not even going to show you what I did wrong because I just lost money. And everyone, it's a holiday weekend, we want to get going. But I do want to show you that one really good trade, because if you can just do that a few times, oh boy, you're going to pass your combine. Okay, so the unfortunate part is now my 50K combine is down to, oh my God, I'm laughing so hard. I hate it when I lose like this. I wasn't taking it seriously at first, and now I like it. I love doing this combine, but I think this isn't good. So now oh God, I hate saying this. Oh my God. Now my 50K combine is down to 49,690. That's not good. And my max loss limit, I'm $300 away from my max loss limit. So I'm not 100% sure what that means, but I don't think it's good. So I'm going to study all weekend. I'm fasting and I'll probably be cranky and I'll just be laying around. And so I'm going to binge watch Bob's videos and try to pull my head out of my ass next week and do better at the Topstep combine, because I obviously can do it. I think I've had 3 different trades that were over $1,000 where I just really did price action properly. So, okay, so follow along if you want. I love it if you would. And tell me how you guys are doing if you are in any combines, especially if you're in Topstep. And shout out to Jill. Hope you're doing well. All right. All right, you guys, let's go see what it was. And I think you're really going to like it.
All right, for those of you who trade futures, I just want to show this real quick. It's Friday morning on a holiday weekend, Memorial Day weekend. So I didn't think people would, I thought there'd be a lot less volume trading futures. So I stuck to my sim account. And here's what happened. I want to show you this red line right here. This is the 21 SMA on a 5-minute chart. So this is what 5-minute traders see as a 21 SMA. This thin gold line right here is a 9 EMA on a 5-minute chart. So those 2 lines are what 5-minute traders are trading off of. This right here, this thicker gold line, this is a 9 EMA on this 1-minute chart that I'm trading on. So when price crossed above that 21 SMA from a 5-minute trader's perspective and came down, I noticed it sit right here and I didn't take it. When it came up and came down and tapped that red line, that's when I decided to take it. So I took the price right here as it came up. I entered right here. I got it right at the tip of that. So I did get some drawdown in here. Then it came up, came down. I got drawdown, but I had my original stop loss way down here on this pivot right here. It was a big stop loss, and I took some drawdown on this, especially right here on this candle. But I decided to hold it way down here, thinking it could come back and hit this red line again. Price came up right when it got to this line and went past and kind of bounced off this 9 EMA that the 5-minute trader saw. I had already had 2 contracts, so I could have doubled down there and I didn't, but I knew I was pretty confident that it was going to keep going. And right when it passed right to here, I ended up moving my stop up, and then boom, we got this candle hit right here. I'll show you where I had my take profit one set right here at this pivot, because I figured they're going to take it at least to this price would at least come to this pivot right here, to this high. Let's see, it did. It came right past it. So I got stopped out there for profit. And then the next one I put was above this blue line that I marked. I just stuck it right there. And it was slightly random, but I'll show you what I decided. I needed a take profit point. I decided to go back and see this low. That was the previous highest low that I could find. And I just put a line there and drew it over. And I decided to go slightly above that. So I got stopped out there for profit, nice profit. It comes down and it hits the line again, the 9 EMA on a 1-minute chart, and goes up and hits even right below this high right here. So normally I would have had a take profit right up there, but because today I thought there'd be less volume, I went ahead and just stuck it way down here. So you could have played that right up to there. Now at this point, I'm going to shut this clip off because we're starting the 15-minute orb box right here, opening range box on gold. So I'll just stop this, pause this, and then see if I take another trade. Okay, guys, I want to show you what that trade would have looked like in Topstep. This would have been a $1,200 trade the way I took it, and I think you could have gotten a little more out of it by taking it up to this high. So I put this line right here because when I went back, when I showed you on NinjaTrader, that was my first take profit, or that was my final take profit, sorry. And you'll notice that that is also what I feel would have been resistance, because this right here was support right here, which I figured as we come up would now become resistance. So that was where my final take profit was. You'll see here, this was my first entry, or I took 2. That was my entry right here off that red line. And this is where I said you could have taken another one right in here. So you could have taken it all the way up to that top as well. So you could have taken one take profit right here, just in case that became resistance, which it did. It got hung up right there. And then you could have taken it right up to that high right there and gotten out. So now it did reject all of that and came back down. We're forming the opening range box right now. It's pretty much just completed. So I'm going to get off this screen and get back to seeing if I can catch another trade. All right, guys, I just wanted to finish this off by showing you on Topstep how I mark that opening range box. That's a 15-minute opening range box. And I take these values from NinjaTrader. So once NinjaTrader auto populates this box for me, I just mimic it over here, because Topstep, the value, like the values over here of where price is currently sitting, sometimes can be off by a few ticks. All of this is off by a little bit, and I don't know why, but I've heard other people who trade in Topstep X say this. So even the 9 EMA, the SMA, the other EMA, those are slightly off from what NinjaTrader shows. So I use NinjaTrader as the Bible of my trading, but I use this as the palette. I'll come over here and trade, but I'm looking at NinjaTrader because I trust NinjaTrader more than I trust this. Now they're only off by a tiny little bit. Sometimes you can't even notice it, but sometimes you notice it quite a bit. So I just wanted to say this is that opening range box, and you'll notice how price ping pongs between the bottom of this box and the top of the box. And I've marked it here. And then look at this. You could have taken it from here straight down to the bottom of the box right here. And that would have been about $4,000 right there. That's a big move. That was about 35 points or so. Oh, sorry, that was about 25. Oh, let's see. Oh no, that's only about 20 points. Sorry, that's about a $2,000 move right there. So please join us in on YouTube. It's Robert Anderson, Futures Trading Journey of Robert Anderson. There's about 100 of us that are on the lives each day. and you'll learn so much. It's incredible. And his style of trading is fantastic. So many people making such good money, tons of people passing combines, multiple combines. So come join us. All right, you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Hope you did real well this week.